There's a challenge right now where young people need more support.
Trudeau's diving headfirst into socialism like it's the newest trend. He's singing the same old song. More government support, bigger government. But hold up, aren't we drowning in government already? We need less of that, not more. Young people aren't asking for handouts. They're out there hustling, working harder than ever. But what do they get in return? A one-way ticket to Rent City, with no hope of ever owning a home. And who's to blame? Oh, you guessed it. Trudeau. He loves to blame everyone else for the mess he's made. It's like watching a magician pull a rabbit out of a hat and then blame the rabbit for the trick going wrong. Trudeau's policies have turned our economy into a circus, and we're all stuck buying tickets to the show.
But it's not anything that young people are doing wrong. On the contrary, they're doing everything right. They're working hard, harder than just about any previous generation, with more side hustles, more extra opportunities. They're trying to figure things out, navigate things through. But the system has changed. The exact same amount of work, the exact same good contributions made a generation before, by generation before of young people, would result in them being able to own a home.
To Trudeau's latest speech, the great socialist spectacle. Now, I know what you're thinking. Didn't we already see this movie? Well, buckle up, because Trudeau's back with the sequel, and it's even more of a train wreck than the original. But first, I'd like to take a moment to point out how nervous and jittery Chrystia Freeland looks. She's twitching left and right, looking very uncomfortable in her skin. Looks like she's having trouble holding it together. Maybe her globalist WEF bosses are not happy with her. Anyways, just wanted to point that out. Back to the video. So Trudeau's up on stage, spouting off about the need for more government support. But let's be real here. When Trudeau says support, what he really means is taxes. That's right, folks. Get ready to dig deep into your pockets, because Trudeau's got big plans for your hard-earned cash.
We need to change that. So today, I want to focus on some of our measures to support both renters and first-time home buyers. For young people who want to buy a home for the first time, we know how challenging it can be to get into the housing market. To support them, we've already launched the First Home Savings Account, and close to 750,000 Canadians have now opened an account. In our budget, we're also increasing the RRSP withdrawal limit from $35,000 to $60,000, so that first-time homebuyers can save up $25,000 more for their down payment faster. Dans notre budget, on fait passer de 35 000 à 60 000 la limite des retraits d'un REER pour que les acheteurs d'une première propriété puissent épargner plus rapidement. The way it used to work for RRSP withdrawals for home buying was that you needed to start repaying within 2 years. But now, we're temporarily extending that grace period to 5 years because of the pressures people are feeling right now. And for those who've had a hard time building a credit score so they can eventually get a mortgage, we're calling on banks, fintechs, and credit bureaus to allow your rental history to be taken into account in your credit score.
Now, let's talk about Trudeau's housing hocus pocus. He's waving his magic wand, promising to make homes more affordable for young Canadians. But here's the kicker. Trudeau's idea of affordable is anything but. It's like trying to sell a mansion to someone living in a shoebox. It just doesn't add up. And don't even get me started on Trudeau's budget mess. He's throwing around promises like confetti at a parade, but the only thing he's delivering is disappointment. It's like watching a magician pull a rabbit out of a hat, only to realize it's just a soggy carrot. But hey, Trudeau's not done yet. He's got more tricks up his sleeve, like cracking down on short-term rentals. Because apparently the real villains here are the folks trying to make a few extra bucks on airmen, not the politicians driving our economy into the ground. So to sum it up, Trudeau's socialist spectacle is like a bad comedy routine. You can't help but laugh, but deep down, you know it's just plain tragic. So grab your popcorn, folks, because this show's far from over. And remember, when it comes to Trudeau's grand illusions, the joke's always on us.
And you can count on the federal government to be here as a partner on housing and on protecting renters.
Yeah, right.